I don't mind. Fun.
Awesome. It's called charity. Say it. Charity.
Is what we speak. Not hype, not noise. We're chasing a ghost. Just the utility that matters. It's not about
Tammy's on. There you go, Tammy.
Everybody.
You're number 1 too, Tammy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dawn Thompson, welcome. Renrod. These guys can't see Tammy though, although she can hear her. Fish to dolphin, shark on grass.
Who's singing?
Invite Valerie Lamel to join as a guest. Hello, Val.
My daughter finally too.
Saints. Brian.
Crypto Cribs is in the house.
Sal.
By the way, I wanted to share with you something. I was watching who I really enjoy is
Zega.
I really enjoy watching Crypto Sensei, and he all of a sudden started saying, "Welcome in the house." I was like, "Oh my god, that's my line." So it's kind of funny.
Is? No.
I always say, I said, Crypto Cribs is in the house.
Yes, you do.
He's here and he's live, and then the YouTube and the X and the Spotify are hitting hard right now. Here comes TikTok. Everybody, welcome to the Intro to Crypto show. We are live with you. It is Monday. What a weekend and what is going on? We have part 2 on Flare, which Tammy is in the house. Now, everybody on TikTok, you can't see her, but hopefully you can hear. She is the legendary Flare Queen, and we love having her here. So we're going to do a little bit of more. Turple Nurple's in the house. Turple. Love Turple Nurple. Love having you back in the show.
Tell them again, by the way, if they want to see Tammy, her computer screen, we're going to have to get you on.
TikTok coming in hard. Everybody's flying in. We got almost 1,000 people there. Guys, TikTok, it's very important. If you can join us live on YouTube, Fun Bro is in the house from Kentucky. If you're out there on YouTube and TikTok, and you want to watch us live, go on TikTok. Hit the YouTube link over there on TikTok. You'll join us live on the YouTube show. We have a special guest who's from TikTok originally. Her name is Tammy. She's going to talk about Flare Part 2. We're going to talk about minting. We're going to talk about delegating and so much more. She's wicked smart. She's going to help you to learn how to invest properly. Big Watch Dude is in the house. Hello, Tammy. Loving it. Guys, this is going to be an exciting show. If you guys learned last time on last Monday's show how to do some fun stuff with Flare, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and please hit subscribe, everybody. Hit those like buttons, hit those hearts. We'd love to have you on the show here. It is Monday night. It's the Intro to Crypto. This is Michael Cristoforo. David Lamel here, a realtor and a mortgage broker, and a woman who is visiting us and being a part of our show right out of Florida. We appreciate you being here, Tammy. We appreciate your knowledge, expertise, talking about the importance of Flare and what it can do and how you can make you some more money with XRP. Yeah. Excited to be here. And of course, as we know, this is never financial advice. This is listening and learning together. This is a group, a family, you and I together, us together, learning together and enjoying the future of digital assets. If you guys have questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Again, if you're on TikTok, hit the YouTube section over there where you can jump in. Crypto Cribs says, be wary of moving anything at the moment with Bitcoin hacks and more expected. That is some scary stuff. Thank you, Crypto Cribs, for letting us know that. Crypto Cribs, I do have that information at the end to talk about as well that you sent me about Africa. We're going to go into some things there, some new news on what's happening with XRP, Ripple, what kind of purchase they made, we'll go into. But first, we're going to focus on the Flare network and what's going on. So, Tammy, where do we go? Why Flare exists, everybody. Most crypto simply sits in a wallet. Flare was built to make assets productive. It allows users to earn without selling. It adds utility to XRP and many other assets. Everything begins with understanding delegation. Tommy's in the house all the way from
Tommy.
Philly, baby. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Tammy, let's get into it. What is delegation?
So
What is-
delegation, is pretty much what you're going to do is pick, they're called FTSO providers. Basically what you do is you assign first, again, you have to wrap your flare, and that's the first step. We went over that last week. So you can't just delegate your flare unless you stake it, right? Well, staking is different than delegation. There's many different things you can do with flare right now. So when you delegate, you have to pick FTSO providers. Right now, Price Kraken is my favorite. Next is Catalytica. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but Catalytica is what it looks like to me when I go to say it, because they give you the best payout when you delegate. So basically, you're saying, hey, here's my wrapped flare. I'm gonna let you use it, even though it stays in your wallet, and they reward you every like 3.5 days with more wrapped flare.
Right.
Now you can, what I would recommend is, it's not, flare is not worth that much right now. So compounding is the idea. That's really what you want to do. You want to keep letting it reinvest and reinvest. And the more you reinvest, the more flare you're going to get, wrapped flare, but you can convert it back to flare if you want to, because really it's just basically allowing the flare to be used. It's still flare, even when you wrap it.
Tammy, a couple things. Crypto Cribs, I'll be quiet now. Crypto Cribs, never be quiet. We love you. Atlantic Living is back and in the house. Says, I was told by many, many people, never connect your hardware wallet to any website ever. Transfer it to a soft wallet and stake from there. Please reinforce this. Thank you very much, Atlantic Living. And Fun Bro says, check out my text I sent you. He's got some things to ask you over here about. I'm going to ask you for a Fun Bro asked. He sent me a picture of his Bifrost wallet specifically. And I see that he's looking and doing what you're saying about price cracking here. I see. He says, delegated during last Flare show with Tammy. I don't see anything earned. Where do I look?
Okay, that could take a few days.
Yes.
Probably my guess. The first time he does have them delegated, but
has it been over 3 days?
I believe it has been over 3 days since last time. Yes, since last show.
Hold on.
I'm going to share the screen. Let me know if you can see.
And while you're sharing the screen, Fun Bro, thank you for asking. Yes. Oh, it's backwards, of course. Yes. We can't hear you, Tammy.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yes.
Okay. Sorry. All right. See where this says view more?
You're losing your voice now, and you, for some reason, can you get closer verbally? We're not hearing you, Tammy.
Hold on.
Sorry, guys. Big watch. Yes, we can hear you now. It's just what happens. Maybe you're covering the mic.
Yeah, I'm using my laptop this time.
It's okay. Big Watcher says, I don't understand why TikTok folks don't click the YouTube link and watch you guys just for an hour. Go back to TikTok platforms afterwards. Guys, on TikTok, it's very important. Go to the YouTube link on TikTok to watch this show live. You're going to learn so much about Flare and so many other things. We really appreciate you being a part of the show. Go ahead, Tammy, go ahead.
Well, you go back to view more. Hold on, let me click it.
For some reason, it's having a sound quality.
I know. Sorry.
I'm taking a look too to see if I can see it. Hold on.
Are you sharing?
We're good.
Tammy, can't hear you. You got the dog in the background too.
All right, hang on.
I'm wondering if I should put you
Any
on.
better now?
Yes, I think the puppies. Tammy, can you hear us?
Hang on. I don't know why we're having so much difficulty with the sound.
You're
Yeah.
that close to the mic, it makes more sense because when you step back, it's not picking your voice up.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. So basically, when you go to that view more, sorry guys, my dogs are going nuts. Daddy just came home. But when you go to view more,
View more.
Your phone Turple Nipple says her phone speaker is too close to her speaker on your computer, maybe.
No, that's a good point.
That's probably what it is.
If you flip it upside down, maybe.
Yeah,
Flip
hang
your
on,
phone
let's try to
upside
do it
down.
differently.
Turple Nibble, good point. Crypto says Australia is now authoritarian. We got a few things going on over here.
No, upside down didn't work either, guys. But
when you're
basically,
talking, yes.
when you go to claim, I'm going to point. Go there.
View more, so it's under view more.
We're going to review more.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so weird. It's blowing.
Yeah, Tammy,
Why is
can't
it
hear
cutting?
you.
We can't hear anything you're saying. That's so wild because last time it worked, no
So
problem.
claim all. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, claim all will light up when it's available. So you go under view more. And when it's available to claim, it will say claim all. You'll be able to click it and claim your wrapped flare. Sorry, I didn't realize. I didn't test this out. I should have tested it out.
That's okay. Thank you for clarifying that, how to do it. So basically, you're going to claim more on your Bifrost wallet or wherever you're using it, and then from there.
And I did see that he had that state. You know, it's going to start showing up in there, Fun Bro, because I do see that you had the auto claiming enabled, so it's going to start showing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right.
So that he won't need to do that then, because it's going to auto start showing up in his wallet, like you said.
Yeah.
We have a question over here from @J1159. It says, in Australia, just wrapping your crypto is a taxable event. Interesting.
Whoa.
No idea. That's crazy. Yes, he says, yes, we have the equivalent of a Starmer government in Australia.
Wow.
Wow. That's wild. Tammy, go back into what you were saying. I apologize getting you interrupted over here. And then Fun Bro, that was a great question.
Okay. Yeah, no, you can answer questions because I pretty much, if he has it auto claimed, he won't need to do the view more and claim all. It's going to do it by itself.
Excellent. So going into delegating, you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, when you delegate, it's just lending it out to the FTSO providers. Last week we gave a website called Catalytica. I don't know if anyone checked it out, but it was to you could see how well some of those are performing. You always want to try to pick the top performers so you get the most reward back every 3.5 days.
You know, speaking of that, Tammy, real quick, I checked my two. I was in Dinest and something else. And I'm glad you had me check it because one was showing 0 on a monthly basis. So all my rewards were only coming from one. So it was nice to have that change.
Yes, yes.
Now I'll get it
Let
from
me see
both.
if I can find that website again because maybe we can share the screen here. Hang on, let me get to it. Because I'll be able to share it with you guys. Let me get on there.
While you're looking that up, Tammy, Raul over here says, is XRP a waste of time?
XRP is not a waste of time, Raul. It's the most important asset you'll ever own. That's not financial advice, by the way, but it's the most important asset you'll ever own, in my opinion.
And we can actually, when you can start actually staking and starting to earn money on your XRP without actually selling it now through this Flare network, I think it's important to learn. Keep going.
Crypto Crib says, we will get rich and then leave this shithole like UK and Australia. Turple Nurple says, I've been staking my Flare ever since airdrops. Good job, Turple Nurple. Very, very cool. And I see people are getting upset when I'm responding over here. TikTok, again, if you're watching live, jump on our YouTube, hit the YouTube link under the Intro to Crypto logo there, and you can jump and watch us live over here as to the whole Flare move. Eddie Kane is back in the house. Hey, Ro, everyone. Eddie Kane, so good to have you back, my friend. I apologize. All right, so
Tammy, can you get the XRP Fi website up so we can start actually showing how to do the investing? Because that's what we didn't get last time. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think we put it up on, you were putting it up on the screen to go through that and show a little bit more detail on how to invest some of this stuff. I think that'd be really helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, we definitely want to show about how the minting works.
So minting is
how do we set it up? And
delegation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about the autoclaiming flare over here as you're looking at this? Is this where I'm supposed to do something, or is it happening automatically? Did anything happen?
You can hit if you want to pay. Yeah, you want to have it done automatically. Yeah, confirm it. Okay, Tammy. Now you disappeared, Tammy, completely.
Tammy,
All we're
where'd you
seeing
go?
is you.
Uh-oh.
So far, hold on.
Where did she go? Did we lose her? Did we lose her? Hold on. Oh, she bounced out. Tam, if you can hear us, send back the link, guys. Thank you so much for being so patient on that little technical difficulty we're having here. This is Flare Part 2. Tammy live with us on the show. Why can't I click her in right now? What is that? Hold on a second. There we go. There she is.
Sorry, I said I was backstage. Okay, let me try to share this without getting you guys off.
Keep the questions coming, everybody.
Yes, Joseph.
Crypto Crib says David needs to learn to copy and paste on the screen. He is right. He is right. Crypto Cribs, I can't wait to get to meet you, buddy. He's coming to visit us. He promised he's coming for his birthday.
When is it? When's his birthday?
End of August. End of August.
I'm supposed to be in Cape Cod in the end of August. So let's see.
He's going to come, I think, the 3rd week in August, roughly.
Okay. All right. Very good.
And we're going to have Tammy put on the screen. What are we putting on the screen, Tammy?
How to mint. Hang on, I'm getting there. Now, you can mint directly from the Bifrost wallet. If you're not using Bifrost, I don't know if like the Decent or any other wallet has it capable or Zombie.
Decent works as well.
Yeah. But if you can't, this is how. So hold on, I'm getting there now.
Show us on the Bifrost. That's cool. If you could. And just for the record, it's going to get easier and easier and easier. We were listening to King Karan from Tammy's recommendation the other day, and he's talking about how now it's down to a one-click button to be able to do this through the Descent, through the Bifrost. So it's only going to get easier and easier, guys. So definitely, and you still have the XRP. It's still staying on your Bifrost or on your Descent, but like he said, it was a good point, maybe you should have a second Descent or a second ledger or something just for some of the investing.
Darny's saying, I hope XRP is not a waste of my time. The whole value goes to Ripple. It is not a waste of your time, guys. Be convicted. Know what you have. Things are going to work out for XRP and Ripple. It's going to be catastrophic. Stay convicted. Not financial advice, but know what you hold and what it's all about. Denica says, is 32,000 a good bag? I'd say it's a fantastic bag, but don't tell anybody you own.
All right, Tammy, take over.
I shared the screen. Is there something you have to click on your end?
I don't see the screen share yet. Hold on, let me go back into here for a second. And I do see it here now. Bang, bang, boom. We are now sharing
There
screens.
You go. Perfect. Okay.
Can you make that larger, Tammy?
I'm going to try.
At all.
Hang on. Let's see.
There you go.
There you go.
That's good? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Good.
Okay. So this is the website. Oh, does
not at the time, maybe because you made it so big that we can't see it.
Maybe. Hold on. Let me see. Sorry, guys. Let's see. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's strange.
So what's the website?
So basically, the website we'll have to give them here in a minute. But let's just, for the sake of showing you guys, if you can't do it through Bifrost or
if you give me the
wallet
wallet
that you can't do it through, you're gonna go to this. Yeah, you're gonna go to this website here, which will give you the address. Let me make it bigger again. Okay, so basically, this is where you would go to mint your XRP to make it FXRP.
Tim, what website is that? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
This is, hold on, let me click
Tammy,
on
before
it.
you do
It's
that,
going to be
Tammy, before you do that, it seems like it's an extra step, because when you were doing the XRP Fi, it was very easy to mint that directly. It seemed to be pretty easy to go and do it that way from the Bifrost. to just purchase it and then do everything right on the X? I didn't do any of this right here on this piece.
Right, because Bifrost has the capability to let you mint right from the wallet. So does Decent, but some wallets don't let you do that.
Gotcha.
So this is actually the original way I had to do
Can I have that
this.
website if you don't mind, please?
Before,
I'm sorry.
yeah, it is fassets.au.cc and then /mint.
I'm gonna repeat it back to you. fassets.au.cc/mint.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay. A couple things over here being talked about. I got Crypto Crib says most people have 0 XRP and know nothing about what's coming. Atlantic Living says, guys, are you not concerned about the risk of this?
No.
Not worried about the risk.
Not with Flare.
No. I mean, I wouldn't do it with my whole bag for sure.
We definitely we took
you know,
a little chunk from our XRP and bought Flare and doing it together, not the whole bag. Good question, Atlantic Living. Good question.
Yep. Okay. So if you don't have Bifrost and you don't have capability through your
Hold on, you're cutting out again. Why is it happening?
Really? Man, I tell you, the weather's terrible here in Florida, so I'm wondering if
got
it's the
better.
internet. Okay.
You got better.
Okay. So basically, if you have a wallet that will not allow you to mint directly from the wallet, you will have to go to this website here. And what you'll want to do is you'll scroll down here to where it says mint, and you will click the word mint. And it only does it in lots of 10. So you have to mint at minimum 10 XRP to be able to do this. You have to have some Flare in your wallet, not a whole bunch. But basically, hang on a second. Basically, here you will see if you click mint, hopefully it'll let me do it. Or not. Hang on.
So what while Tammy's doing that, or talking about it, all we're doing is we're taking the XRP and we're turning it into an F asset to be able to use it on the Flare network. And it's just a matter of you just doing a switch is all it is.
Right.
And you're going to be able to switch it back anytime too. Once it's an F asset, you can always go back to the XRP.
And you still own it.
Yep.
Right. So you'll hit mint here. It'll take, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. Next thing you know, you'll see that the FXRP will show up in your wallet. Okay. So then once that shows up in your wallet, you have options. You don't want to just leave it as FXRP doing nothing. So you have to do something with it so that it earns you more money. So
Grace
hold
is
on.
asking, what's this method called?
This is minting.
This is called minting, Grace. Good question. Again,
minting.
If you guys on TikTok can go and just click the YouTube channel for the Intro to Crypto, you're going to see this whole thing live right here with us. That's what she's doing. How to take your how to take your Flare, wrap it, mint it, delegate it, et cetera, and so much more.
Danny asked a good question here. Do we keep the Flare in a cold wallet? Well, it's a warm wallet, right? Tammy, what would you call it? I mean, because if it's on a Bifrost, it's a warm wallet.
Yeah,
but if you're in a decent wallet, it's a cold wallet.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Too.
That's true.
Sure.
All right. So let's pretend we have now minted our FXRP and we need to go do something with it. So let me stop this screen and show a different screen. So
while you're doing that, I got a couple more things over here. Funbro says, what is the earn rate by minting? And Crypto Crib says, I'm waiting for Ripple yield that is coming. It'll still keep collecting Flare though.
Okay.
Medical Bids is in the house. What's up, Medical Bids? So good to have you back. Add to screen. I think that says add to screen.
You see it yet?
I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, so that's
okay.
Tammy. Give us that website again. So
this
that it's XRP5.
This one is
XRP5 dot earn. What is it?
This one is the XRP5.flare .network.
Flare. Hold on. Dot
network.
.net Flare Network.
Yes. / then DeFi.
DeFi. Okay. Okay. So XRP FI .flare network / DeFi. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Save that to your favorites on your computer, because this is the website that I keep going into all the time when I'm doing this. And
Right.
Tammy's showing it on the
Definitely save this website for you
Yes.
to have your chance to invest your flare.
Right.
Medical
So-
Bids is concerned. She says Clarity Act is doomed. Not doomed. Not
bad.
doomed. Not doomed.
Listen, too many big boys right now are telling them to pass it. So it may not pass. It may not pass this week, but I think they're going to get enough push from, Grayscale's involved now. BlackRock's involved. They're all saying that they need it to get passed. Something's going to happen. You can't have these guys who pretty much control the world's wealth saying pass it and nothing happened.
Who did we talk about last week that said that they're going to make it happen if it doesn't happen with Clarity?
SEC is going to let it go through anyway.
the SEC.
SEC or
SEC,
DTCC.
yeah.
Yes.
They've already
yes,
said,
yes.
pass or not, they're still going to go forward. Okay,
Right.
so this site here, it'll show you right now, and these are kind of like Flare sponsored places for you to stick your money. So if you scroll down, you'll see right now there's 9, 10, 11. Morpho just got added. This one down at the bottom that my mouse is
That
on.
is a new
This
one.
just-
Yeah.
I was just reading up about this right before we got this runs on the Ethereum network, and it's basically to borrow RLUSD against your FXRP through the Ethereum network. That's what this Morpho is. I just was reading about that. I didn't quite finish reading, but they just added that one. Firelight. Firelight is probably one of the biggest ones. They're still waiting for V2 to come out where you will be able to exchange points. So if you got into Firelight early, you didn't earn really anything but what's called points. And nobody knew what the hell they were going to do with these points. Well, they just announced recently, like maybe about 2 weeks ago, that you're going to be able to convert the points that you earned into FXRP, which is great because I've got points just sitting there. But now, once version 2 comes out, you'll be able to earn FXRP. If you're unsure of how to do any of these things, a lot of these right here at the bottom left-hand corner have something called a tutorial. I highly recommend you guys watch these tutorials. It will walk you
They're
through.
short.
They're short.
3-minute video.
Yes, and they didn't have these for the longest time. I had to do my own research. These when I saw that, I was like, oh, this is great. So a lot of them also will show you what they do. Firelight is staking. Kinetic is supplying like I have stuff on Kinetic. You supply your FXRP. Oh, well, let me go back to Firelight 1 second.
Timmy, I'm going to jump in for a couple comments over here. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Contrary One says, yeah, boys in Tammy back. Thank you so much for being here, Contrary One.
Hi, guys.
Medical Bids says, I'm tired of this bear market.
Yeah,
We're
I
all
think we
tired
all
of the bear
are.
market. Crypto Crib says, my XRP stays locked away and don't move. By moving, it creates a signature and invites hacks. Crypto Crib says, think of heat-seeking missile. Oof.
I know, but I'm a gambler, Crypto Cribs. I'm a big gambler at heart, so I take a little bit and I gamble with it. And
Funbro says,
why not?
Funbro says, 2 mint XRP. Does it have to be wrapped?
No,
Yes.
not wrapped.
Well, you're turning into FXRP though, right? Tammy?
Right. Yeah, but you're not using wrapped Flare or wrapped XRP.
So to mint
You have
XRP,
regular Flare in your wallet and XRP, and then you mint it, and it becomes the FXRP. Basically,
So it says to
But-
mint XRP, does it have to be wrapped? Isn't that basically wrapping it, Tammy? If you're
that's what
turning
you're
it from
doing. You're minting it.
XRP,
You're wrapping it. Yes.
Okay.
Danny says, does Flare XRP always match XRP price?
yes.
Yes.
The
Yes.
answer is yes. Good question,
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah.
CV. Again, guys, I would love to see you guys on TikTok. Take a moment and go
You're
to our
really
YouTube
not
channel.
Guys, you're really not changing your XRP. They're doing, it's kind of like putting oh my God, what were we describing it as last week? Like a Halloween mask over it because you want to
Yeah.
go blend in with the people that are trick-or-treating. That's kind
That's
of what
right.
you're doing.
Yes.
It's kind of what
Like
you're doing
that.
is you are putting a wrap around your XRP so that it works on the Flare network. Otherwise, the Flare network will not recognize XRP because it wasn't built on the Flare network, right? So basically, it's just allowing it to work on the Flare network. So I'm trying to like make it in simple terms. So I want to circle back to Firelight one more second because we forgot about this. And I think it was Dave that pointed this out. No, it was Mike that pointed this out. When you put your FXRP on Firelight, what will show up in your wallet is STXRP. Okay. It's like a double dipping. You can then take that STXRP and put it in another one of these. Like Kinetic, or I think Kinetic has it, or Spectra, where then you can put that in those and earn more on top of that. So it's like many ways to earn money. So keep that in mind. If you put it in Firelight, you will get STXRP, which then could be put in another one of these over here to earn even more. And it can always be undone. All you have to do is withdraw it. Some of them have what they call a cool down period. Some of them don't withdraw right away. Some might have 24 hours. Some might have a day or two, which is fine. But it all can always get converted back into your original XRP. So don't worry, nothing's happening to your XRP. And it has not left your wallet.
A couple things over here. People saying hello over here. Medical Business says, I'm buying very little crypto right now. Angus Grimm is back. Angus, good to have you back. Happy Monday, my friend.
Angus.
Smash the likes, baby. Please smash the like. We appreciate that very much, Angus. Big Watch Dude says it's a good that the SEC and CFTC are going to draft rules on the road. But the question is, will that be sufficient enough for the big institutions to jump in? I sure hope so.
It's a good question.
Angus says, Atlantic Living, and Gracie's on the show. Thank you so much for joining us, Gracie. Please hit that like and subscribe and let us know where in the world you're coming in from. Says, if we have XRP on Coinbase or Kraken, can it transfer into a cold or hot wallet?
Get it off.
Get it off. Always put it
Get
to
it
cold
off
wallet.
immediately. Yes.
Crypto Crib says, Russia and Japan are forcing the change. Warren needs to be put in a mental asylum.
Agree.
I happen to agree with that. Medical Business, any opinion on AVAX, SWE, and Ondo? We still got to cover those things. Which I'm sorry.
Danny was asking for what the interest rate's going to be, and you can see it on this website, by the way, Danny.
Yeah.
If you take a look,
See them
you
in
can
green.
see
Look here. I'll point them out. Watch the mouse.
Danny, please jump on the YouTube. Click the YouTube link over there under our logo on TikTok. Jump on the show. You can see everything that's going on. I want you to be a part of this and let us know you're here.
Boy, Enosis is already up to 80%, Tammy, on that.
Yes. Did you see that?
High risk, guys. Yeah, no, Enosis, when I looked at that last week, it was maybe 11, or like 60, no, 71, 60,
I think it was like, I think it was like 60, 70. Yeah.
One bro is asking a question, Tammy. I asked about earn rate, but didn't hear the answer. What is your best return?
So again, I don't have a ton of money in here because I'm kind of like you guys. I have a big bag of XRP, but I will not get it off my cold wallet. I have done Kinetic mostly because I like to gamble, but I like to gamble conservatively. My rate of return has been about 1% to 2%, but I mainly have my stuff on Kinetic and Firelight. And like I said, Firelight has not. Yeah, Firelight has not converted my points yet until version 2 comes out, which should be, I think they said the end of August, September-ish. So we'll see what the rate of return is going to be with that. And
Tammy, and I'm go up higher, Tammy, on that. So I have some in the Kinetic, but I also keep going higher. I was doing some in the SparkDEX. I did some in the Spectra. I had them sort of all over the place, but I mean, right now SparkDEX is paying 14-15%, and you provide liquidity on 2 different things. You got to use your Flare and your XRP, which has been wrapped to FXRP. So I mean, that's nice to put some in there. Just to the Spectra.
I would recommend don't go crazy. Just do what you feel comfortable with. But again, by no means do I have all of my Flare or my XRP in any of these things. I just want to earn a little extra while it's sitting there. Why not?
Angus says, always do small trials. Do not risk it all. And guys, if you came over from TikTok and you're on the YouTube channel, thank you so much for joining us here. Like and subscribing, and let us know you're here. I know Danny just joined us. Danny, let us know. Yeah. I don't know what your name is. It's Danny also on YouTube, so let us know you're here. If you have any questions, again, Tammy is very knowledgeable in this Flare network over here and how to make you successful with Flare. I'll just use it like that. Funbro says, I think it was Brandon Biggs that I heard a couple days ago that actually prophesized about Firelight. Kind of ironic that you were talking about it today.
What did he say? I love Brandon Biggs. What did Brandon say about Firelight? I'm just curious.
I didn't hear him say. I know he's been prophesizing about XRP. I haven't heard anything about Firelight. I'll have to go and watch him. Yeah.
All right.
Again, just going back, as you were saying, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Tammy, again.
No, you're good.
Did Tammy want to show us use one of these with it on her site or what?
I can't right now because you know what I'm afraid of, like the phone next to the. I'm using the laptop. It's cutting out the voice.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because then the QR code shows up.
Yeah.
And then gotcha.
Yeah.
Tammy, I want to make sure we talk about Kinetic also. We talk about Kinetic yet?
A little bit, but I think I can click on Kinetic. Hang on, let me get rid of this screen. Hang on, I'll bring up Kinetic.
Christopher Hedrick, thank you so much for joining us here on YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe and let us know in the world you're coming in from. And he says, I have XRP in Robinhood.
Nice dinosaur.
Robinhood's another. What's that? What'd you say?
Get it off of there.
Well, it's not to get it out. He's got it on there. You want to move it to a cold wallet. You want to get it somewhere safe. Absolutely. But Robinhood's another good platform to buy on. I don't use Robinhood myself. But again, there's a lot of great, depending where in the world people are, and what country or what state they're in, they only have certain options available, which is I find wild and how that works. Like you can't buy everything. Like again, you can't use Uphold in New York. I was shocked when people couldn't do that.
Remember, an exchange is like a public bathroom. Get in there, do your business, and get out. So take your crypto off.
Oh my God, that's the first I've heard of that. Jeez.
It's not mine. It's not my original.
That is too funny.
It is good. It is good.
Harleen over here.
All right, I shared the screen. Is it not popping up again? This is.
Hold on a second. Hit that share screen again. Hold on a second. Hold on, it's me. I'm gonna. Okay. My apologies. Thank you for letting me know.
Yes, no problem.
New York City. Yep.
Harleen's coming in here in New York City, guys. You're on TikTok. I want to thank you for being here. Go to just under our TikTok name where you can see the YouTube link. Hit the YouTube link. Join us on YouTube for the time being if you can. We have a live show talking about Flare, how to wrap, how to delegate, how to mint, and how to help you make some money with your XRP and Flare.
Oh, you're good, man. It sounds like Dave's an expert at this.
Right.
Yeah, that's why
he's getting better, huh?
Yeah, that's what he's talking, and
he's learning good.
I'm just following along from the teachers. I want to be a good student, you know.
Dinosaur
says hello from Arizona. Dinosaur, join us on YouTube over here, please. You'll love the show, guys. If you're liking what you're watching and you're learning a little something, let Tammy know, please. Hold on, I'm going to go back to these. Got more conversations here. Crypto Crib says, trust no exchange. That's right. Christopher Hendricks says, how and AZ. How
Arizona.
Arizona, yeah, baby. Love it. Loving Arizona. Daniel Palacios, thank you for joining us here. Self-custody on Tangent.
Nice.
Daniel Palacio, thank you for being here, my friend. Nice to see you on this show on our YouTube channel. Awesome.
Let Tammy cover that. I'm
sorry,
dying to hear that.
Go ahead, Tammy. Let it roll.
All right. So this is Kinetic. Again, through the site that we had just previously looked at. This is Kinetic has a few tabs. You'll see up at the top. It'll say Market, Dashboard, Vault, Rewards, all kinds of stuff. But if you want to see what Kinetic does, all you have to do is scroll down. So Kinetic is pretty much a site that you go to where you can supply or borrow crypto. And it's not only FXRP, but you can do all these other cryptos that I'm scrolling down that you see here. It'll show you the APY that you get paid in. If you go down, trying to see, the screen is kind of small.
Tammy, what is the USDC.A? Do you see that? Because I would not know that answer. The second one down. What's
Is
the
that
A?
E?
Do you see- Or is that E? My vision.
It's very small, to be honest,
Yeah.
on our screen. I can't really see it myself.
But it's paying like 19%, which I don't know why it's why so high.
Yeah, let me see. I'm trying to let me research that real quick. Hold on.
Crypto
USD.
Cribs says, if I told you all how I found XRP, you wouldn't believe me. Crypto Cribs, let it rip, buddy. Let us know. That's right, Fun Bro. Tell us, Crypto Cribs. Go ahead, Tammy. I'm sorry.
It's probably
Do
the same
tell.
way we had discussed this amongst us too, how I found XRP. And what's my answer? God.
God. Amen and hallelujah.
Mhm.
Mine was through Michael.
Mine was from God.
Yeah.
So we're there.
So USDC.
So Dave's hitching a ride off the Christians here.
Amen. Tag it along, baby. Tag it along.
That's okay. We'll let them. But
All right.
USDC is a wrapped version of the USD coin. It's on the Ethereum network.
Just so you
Oh,
know,
that's-
when you turn your head sideways, you cut out. Just so you know, it loves your voice
that?
right on. Yes.
Really? It must be the laptop. Hello.
So- Oh, so you said the USDT was the or USDC was the Ethereum?
Ethereum. Yeah, it says it's wrapped version of USD on Ethereum network.
So now here's the question for you, Tammy, because we obviously have a lot of newbies here, including myself on this, for the Flare thing. Obviously, it's paying 19%, 18% interest. Why so high? Obviously, it's higher risk, obviously, but I'm just curious. Any idea? I mean, I wouldn't be running.
I mean,
for
that's
that.
pegged to the dollar because it's, it's USDC and maybe it's on the Ethereum network. I really don't know. I don't meddle with Ethereum because the gas fees are so high. It's not my thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know why.
Medical
Gotcha.
Bid says, do we need to diversify our OORTD? What is OORTD? Did I miss something here? Maybe it's a misspell. Funbro says, I learned about XRP when a friend from church told me I needed to buy some. So ultimately God. Medical Bid portfolio. So do we need to diversify our portfolio? She wants to know. Medical Bits is asking.
Regarding the Flare network? Regarding Flare? Is that what they're
Medical
asking?
Bids, are you asking about the Flare network specifically? Please let us know. Christopher Hendrick says, how do I move it? I really don't know how to move it. I really don't have the knowledge about XRP. So Christopher Hendrick, this is part 2. The first show was last Monday on this whole Flare. So Tim, if you want to kind of just give a quick little bit easy.
But is he talking about moving his XRP?
I wasn't sure if he was talking about that myself or if he's just talking about taking it from Robinhood to a cold wallet or wherever.
I think that's his question. He doesn't know how to get it off of Robinhood.
Christopher Hedrick, just give us a little more detailed questions. We can answer you as
there's great YouTube videos of all that, Chris. I mean, you really should start looking at some YouTube videos. You can find everything. You can become an 100%. Expert just watching a lot of YouTube.
And Medical Bid says that regarding crypto coins, should we be diversifying crypto coins is what Medical Bids is saying. And I'm going to say to you, you definitely should have some diversification. Again, personally, I would say to you that I'm probably 90% XRP, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm 10% on a lot of other things in there. And that includes from HBAR to XTC to XLM to what's it called? Aave to Flare to everything else in between. That's how I am. I'm definitely diversified in a lot of other things there.
Okay.
Sorry.
Tammy,
go back.
What are you?
This is the Kinetic. And, this one is probably the easiest of all of them to supply and earn on because it's just like one click of a button. But see here, FXRP, it's earning what, 1% right now. It's not 18%, it's not 10%, but 1% is better than 0% of just letting your crypto sit and do nothing. So if you hit supply, you first of all, up here at the top, see this where it says Connect Wallet? You would click this, and it doesn't work on the screen here as I'm demonstrating. So you would click this here, and then let me see. I'm going to try something. Tell me if it shows up. If
Okay.
I click that.
Mr.
Did that
Dennis,
show
thank
up?
you for joining us here. Yes, yes, yes.
Yep, that showed
We
up.
can
Yeah,
see
it
it,
showed up.
yes.
Okay. So I have to go in between screens. So if you go here where it says Wallet Connect.
That's all you do to connect to the Bifrost.
Yeah, it's happening.
Hold on.
But you're doing that. Mr. Dennis says, is Clarity dead? It is not dead. It's just not happened yet. Crypto Crib says, I've worked since I was 11, left school at the age of 14, never invested in anything three, never been in crypto, never heard of XRP. One day I had a dream. Someone was screaming, buy XRP. I remembered the dream. That's an amazing story.
Wow, that is a great
That's an
story.
amazing story. Funro says, please do not ever ask for help to move your crypto on a chat channel, Twitter, X, search for YouTube videos, learn on your own, or
Good
find
advice.
a friend who knows how who you can trust. Crypto Cribs has looked up, seen what it was, and I bought thousands and I never lost a penny. Mr. Dennis says, Clarity is dead. And Medical Bid says, running out of money to buy cryptocurrency. Medical Bids, knock on wood, you've done it, and you're all in your XRP. We're gonna be okay. Midwest Ziggy is in the house. Thank you for being here. Says, where are you guys? Where are you guys? Get your t-shirts from. I love them. Midwest, thank you so much.
You guys should sell.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. To make shirts is very expensive. It's cheaper to buy them online. And we created this beautiful hoodie. If you go to theintrotocrypto.com, there's a beautiful hoodie we designed. Would love for you to have. It's summertime, so I understand you don't want to buy a hoodie right now, but it's a great hoodie. Make sure you buy it extra size up, at least one size up, and then definitely know that's free shipping on there too. And I'll put that in there. Let's see. Mr. Dennis says, so May next month, Clarity will back to vote. Hopefully it's going to be soon.
Yeah.
Next month. If it doesn't happen this week, they go on vacation. So they're saying it's not going to be till after November.
Unless they get stopped from going on vacation. I doubt it though.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's pretend we connected the wallet. You would go right here to supply, and then you would tell it how much you want to supply. It takes about a month of supply before you see your reward. At the end of the month, you'll go up to at the top up here. I don't know if you see my mouse where it says rewards.
I don't see that.
All right, wait, hang on. I gotta go back.
Right, bottom, on the right-hand side.
Right here, rewards. Do you see it?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. I see.
Right there. You would click on that, and right now there's nothing. But
Tammy, if you were getting rewards once a month, does it leave them there for you indefinitely, or do you have like a period of time that you need to claim them?
I don't know, because I'm anal and I have to claim them all the time. I never leave them on there. Okay. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know indefinitely. Probably not. I'm sure there's a period of time that you'd have to claim them by.
Curious Comics says, either way, crypto is the future along with agentic AI. Nothing moves faster than the blockchain. Crypto Crib says, I'm not a God person, but something was shown to me. Medical Bid says, I invested a lot of money in XRP, Ondo, AVAX, Sweet, XLM, HBAR, ADA, and Doge. I think you got a good bag, very diversified, Medical Bids. And Funbro says, Tammy, what part of Florida?
Tampa Bay area.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping that everybody here who's watching and listening and learning together about Flare, there's so much to know about Flare Network, how things are happening, and hopefully this show is helpful. If you have questions, ask about them, because Tammy's the woman to ask these questions about. Crypto Crib says, I'm not bothered about Clarity. It's just a distraction. This is all a done deal. 1988 Economist Magazine. Every day, all day, every day of the week, the Economist Magazine 1988 shows the beautiful Phoenix talking about what the future is, and that's everything right there.
Can I give you my opinion about the Clarity? I'm going to give you my opinion.
Yes, Tammy. What's your opinion, Tammy? I want to hear it.
The banks BlackRock, Grayscale, Franklin Templeton, they're not stopping. They're moving forward. You know who's us, the retail people. That's why the market seems dead right now, because everyone's, ooh, the Clarity Act. Guys,
right.
pay attention to what is going on. They have not slowed down. This is just like a smoke screen for us, the retail people that are just like, oh my God, the Clarity Act. Stop it. Pay attention.
Watch
It's
the
true.
big team. Watch
Yeah,
what the
you gotta watch
wealthy
the
are
big
doing.
guys.
That's right. It's a good point, Tammy. I mean, the wealthy, the financially monsters, the whales, they're buying so much XRP. They're loading their bags, loading. And the little people like us are freaking out because we see the price going down to $1, $1.09, $1.12.
Ooh, the Clarity Act. No.
Right? They think it's going to be we're buying a trash coin. We're suckers. We're drinking the Kool-Aid. That's what they want you to believe. They want you out.
They want us out.
They do not want the poor to be rich. They want the rich to stay rich and the poor to stay poor, and that's it. It's going to be upper class and lower class, and the middle class is out.
And, I was just reading an article, very interesting article. They were just talking about assets. You need to own assets if you want to be wealthy, because all the assets, the stock market's what's been outperforming everything for the last 50 years, whatever, 100 years. It hasn't been, money, your income is not keeping up with inflation and everything else. You need to be in the assets. And we believe that the digital assets are one of those assets.
And if you have kids, grandkids, or you've got nieces and nephews, and you know how expensive it is to have them, and just go to Target like I did with my daughter yesterday and get completely taken advantage of buying dolls or slime or squishies. Okay, like
good job, tip off.
You need to make sure you know how to invest for these little ones, because this is the future where life is going to change for you. If you are going to be convicted, if you understand what you hold, if you know what XRP is, it is literally the plumbing of the financial system. When you have the massive, big financial companies, banks, like you mentioned before, Tammy, the BlackRocks, the JP Morgan, who was anti-crypto, told them if
forever.
Crypto, you're dead to us. And they're more involved in crypto than ever before. The biggest bank in the world, Chase, JP Morgan, is so involved in crypto. It's unbelievable what's going on. You gotta follow the money. That's Crypto Cribs that says they got you looking over there, not looking over here. Stay focused, stay convicted, do your research. Let's see. Tip off says, I just bought 1,000 XRP. Was that smart? It was brilliant. Shahir says, is XRP the future? Absolutely the future. It is the absolute future. Funbro says, you may have said this last week, Tammy, when delegating, and is it auto collected? And it is auto collected. Does the collected flare get reinvested automatically?
Yes.
Good question there, Funbro. Curious Comics says, I've been wanting to know how to earn with F assets. It looks confusing. They need to make an app and make it easy like Robinhood. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just going to say, it's really not that hard if you just immerse yourself
a little bit. Watch the videos.
And if you watch the first show we did last Monday and this show here, hopefully it helps you out tremendously. Crypto Crib says, yep, they'll look over there, not over there. Daniel Palacio says, it's all a big distraction. Lock up, baby. And Mystery Dennis says, something is going on, guys. Absolutely. Crypto Crib says, be prepared for the alien look when trying to tell people, I've given up. And Curious Comics says, NDAs everywhere. Absolutely.
Yes, he's right. Yeah, 100%.
It's again, understand, when you go to tell your friends or your family and they think you're crazy, it's okay. That makes you normal. It makes you 100% normal, because the reality is, it's shocking when you tell somebody and they go, oh my God, I'm interested. It's almost more shocking when they're interested. But you know who's interested? The hardest working people in the world. I think the blue collar people are the ones looking for that way out. How do I get to the next level in life, Mike?
Tammy, would it be possible? I just, there was something else on there. While we have you, I want to make sure we're hitting everything we could on the flare at the top, towards the top. They were talking about providing liquidity, and it was a 2 asset option. And I just wanted to just really quick, if you could open it up, I want to just show people that they can get a lot of information. That Dave and I did a quick Google search, that when we were looking at them, we're trying to see like the wide versus the narrow on the options. So even if you don't know it, you know, do a little bit, you can literally just Google it, and it actually teaches you on there. So I just want to have people see that.
I just
Mr.
shared
Dennis
it. Tell me if it's this one.
Oh yeah, hold on a second. Adding to screen.
That
Mr.
one?
Dennis says,
Yep, you scroll down.
Mr. Dennis says hackers just stole more than 100 million in coin
Okay.
cold wallets. Did you guys hear about that? I did not hear about that, Mr. Dennis. Please share more about what you heard and what cold wallets.
Provide liquidity, DEX, SparkDEX, right there, Tammy. Can you click on that? Right there,
Yeah.
provide liquidity. I just want to show people.
Hold on. I got to
Isn't
go
that-
actually onto the other page. Hang on. Let me do it. SparkDEX right there.
Look at those interest rates. I mean, between Enosis and SparkDEX.
13%. Yeah.
SparkDEX.
By
Hold on.
providing
It's probably just
liquidity.
slow.
While you're doing that, Funbro says telling friends and family about XRP is like trying to share the good news about Jesus.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
It's
it.
coming.
We
It's
want to
just
share
slow.
so bad, but it's hard to get others to listen. You know, listening and learning together is what makes the difference in your life. If you open your eyes and you open your ears, right? Don't be closed-minded. Listen and learn about what digital assets are. Don't be dismayed. Be convicted and understand what you got in front of you. I just want to talk about, while you're doing that, Crypto Crib says more hacks will happen.
Okay.
Absolutely. Coming
Okay.
on with another shared screen over here for y'all. Rusty's in the house. Rusty, so good to see you over here. Rusty's up here from
Zoom in
Idaho.
on that, Tammy.
Is Tammy versed on the Tangent wallet? I mistakenly put a small test amount on my wallet, and I'm having a hard time getting it back to my primary Tangent address.
Hang on.
I'm out.
Any ideas on Tangent, Tammy?
No, I
Tammy.
don't have Tangent. I
I'm gonna say-
have Ledger. I have Ledger and Bifrost.
The Ledger Nano?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, you know,
Sorry,
on the
Rusty.
tangent, did you save it? Did you send it to the XRP network, or did you use the wrong one?
That's a good question, Rusty. Mike just asked, did you put it in the right place? Because it's happened before where you sent it to the wrong place and it disappears. Remember,
Or
using
forgot them.
small.
Some of them need memos.
Yes.
She might have
Yep.
forgot the memo tag. Some of them need that.
Yeah,
Always
that's a good
test
point.
it out. Do small amounts at a time. I'm
Yeah.
one of those guys that tends to want to do one big chunk. And Mike always reminds me, do a small one. Do like 5 or 10. Just try a small amount. Make sure you're doing it correctly.
Let Tammy talk about
All
this
right,
for a second,
Tammy, please talk about it.
because this is important.
And tell everybody what you're doing, please.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see because the screen all right here. But hold on. Okay,
It's
so
going
this
dark.
you wanted me
So
to
what's
click on
happening here-
SparkDEX.
Yep.
Can you see it? Okay.
Because what you're doing,
Go ahead.
yeah, what we can do here is we can provide liquidity using the FXRP and the flare.
Right. And there's
You
a
put them
wide
together.
Yeah, and there's a wide and a
Yeah.
narrow option. The wide is going to give you more chances to make more money, where the narrow is going to happen is once it reaches that point, it sells it.
But when it's wide and narrow, it's basically you're betting that it stays, that the XRP price stays within a wide range or a narrow range. Is that
Oh,
correct,
down here.
Tammy?
Yes. Down here.
So
See here?
if it goes beyond that, the investment closes. You still get your XRP, but you basically are going to have to buy back in again. You're going to be out of it if it took you out of that range.
Right.
So
If it went up.
yeah, but
And
I mean,
it's
you
only
can-
like a 5-cent difference. It's not like 10-cent difference. So and with XRP, up and down 10 cents is a very common thing, as we see.
But I mean, so Dave and I did a lot of Google searching, asking, you know, what is this steer protocol wide or the steer protocol narrow? So, you know, this just gives you some opportunities to do some homework on the flare, on the flare, and, you know, putting a little bit in there and trying things. I mean, this is the future, guys. This is going to be the future of money.
This is
couple more
banking
comments over
without a
here.
bank.
Rusty says, oh yeah, it's safe. And on the XRPL, it's small for sure. Curious Comic says, why do they need memos to send out like XLM? I don't know the answer to that question. Why do they need memos to send out like XLM? Any answer?
You mean, yeah, sometimes, but is he talking about the tag?
I'm not sure.
Tag?
Because the tag, sometimes you have to put it on there if you're sending it to somewhere where it's requiring to know who's actually owns that digital asset. Some places have a tag that notifies it.
Crypto Crib says Ledger Nano is all I use, no battery, no problem. Seed phrase stamped on a titanium plate. Very smart. Mr. Dennis says S&P record today. Didn't see the S&P today. I haven't not been watching it all. Crypto Crib says I don't update it either. And Daniel Palacio says with Tangem, you'll need to authorize the transactions with the cards of the rings using your NFC from back on your phone. Daniel Palacios, thank you for putting that out there. I know someone asked about Tangem before. And Crypto Crib says memo is a tag.
Yep.
Thank you so much for clarifying that.
And if you miss the tag, if they're asking for a tag, if you're missing it, you're going to lose it. Just for the record, make sure you put it in there because, like I said, that goes to your account on that institution that you're sending it. Now, most of the time, go ahead, Tammy.
Zaman Wallet doesn't require a memo tag. Neither does Bifrost. There are some that don't require it, but some that do. And you have to make sure before you transfer anything if it does or does not require it. And again, always test tiny amounts first before you send the whole shebang over. I never do anything without a test. Never.
Again, TikTok, if you're watching us live and it's your first time here, click on the YouTube button over there under our name. You can join us live on YouTube. You can see everything that's happening here with the Flare Network with Tammy, who's joining us here live for our second show. Amazing woman, really knowledgeable. If you missed our first show, it was last Monday's show. We talked about Flare. Now we're talking about minting and delegating. And last week you did wrapping. Again, it's a lot of things happening here and all the different places you can invest your Flare and XRP.
You know, Stephen made an interesting comment. He says, I bought 5 years ago. It's not what people think. It's not going to those crazy prices. We sort of agree with you on some of those crazy prices that we've heard, at least for the short term.
Right.
But understand, as the Flare network rolls out more and more stuff, people are either going to leave it on custody or there's going to be more people, institutions are going to be throwing money into Flare network. And it's going to help create that flywheel, which is going to create the higher prices.
Yeah,
because you're going to have.
They're going to want to get in on earning these percentages here. That's
Crypto Crib says I don't trust NFC. It can be scanned.
NFC is what?
NFC
on your phone when you authorize your phone to like tap. You know what I mean? Tap.
We're gonna talk about that on Thursday because that was part of some of the issues of what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because we're already over time, dude.
We are. I want to talk for a second about some big purchases that were made today by Ripple. Curious Comics, I heard there was a fake Flare website that robbed some people. How do I know I'm on the right site? Good question, Curious Comics. Thank you for asking. How do they know they're on the right site, Tammy?
I would go make sure. Go ahead. If you I go to Twitter, right? Hugo Philon, who is the head honcho at Flare, should have all the correct links.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. When Flare is sending it to you, that's a problem because Dave had one the other day and I'm like, don't trust it. I said it went to one of my friends, don't click on it. But if you're actually literally going to the XRP Fi website that you normally go to, I would trust that implicitly. Just for the record, because you're using one that you've already saved as your favorites. Totally different than clicking on a link that somebody sends to you.
I want to hit everybody up with some information that came through recently. Some really good information. Tim, you sent something to me earlier today also a few minutes ago to Michael and I as well. Let me just go back into there as well. So Ripple invests in Zillow. I hope I'm saying it correctly. Zillow. ZILO. This is a very significant development. Ripple isn't just building payment rails anymore. They're building the infrastructure institutions need to issue, manage, and move tokenized assets by investing in Zilo, Z-I-L-O, and Liquido. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's Liquido, Liquido. Ripple is expanding into transfer agency, digital asset issuance, collateral mobility. This comes just after Aviva investors tokenized a US dollar liquidity fund on the XRP ledger. Why does this matter? Traditional finance isn't experimenting anymore. They're deploying. Ripple is becoming a complete institutional infrastructure provider, not just a payments company. Very important to know. Also, Ripple is expanding across Africa, as we know. What is going on in Africa? They are just dominating. This is one of the biggest underreported stories in crypto. Africa has huge remittance volumes, limited banking access, high cross-border payment costs, currency volatility. Those challenges make blockchain technology especially useful. Companies are increasingly using stablecoins to pay suppliers, receive payments, move treasury funds, settle transactions 24/7 without waiting on corresponding banks. Huge stuff over here.
Somebody asked if you can actually make FXRP on Robinhood, and the answer is no. All I did was I just Googled it right in there, and it gives you the answer. You don't even have to ask Dave and Mike. It's right there. They said nope. They buy and sell and hold, but they don't do anything.
21 Olympus Mons. Thank you so much for joining us. It says, I am so lost, LMAO. Listen, it's okay to be lost, but you're here. So you're not really lost. And the best part is you're beginning to listen and learn, and you're trying to find out and educate yourself. It's a lot. It's a lot to take on mentally, emotionally, physically. But here's what it is. It all starts with the beginning of trying, right? Our first show last Monday we did on Flare might be the first place to watch and kind of go through that. Part 2 being today with Tammy. And please ask questions, and we'll get back to you. If later on in the show you have some questions, send it. We'll definitely respond back to you all day long. We appreciate you being here, listening and learning. Hit that like and subscribe. If you haven't hit like yet, please hit the like on the channel over here. We appreciate it so much. Funbro says, never click a link. Mr. Dennis says, XRP will burn supply or increase. XRP will burn supply or increase, question mark. Well, it's going to increase in volume.
They can't they can't make more supply.
That's right. It's gonna definitely get burned. Funbro says Ripple is the bomb, baby. XRP best friend. XRP's best friend. Curious Comics says just subscribe. Thank you so much, my friend. We need this kind of show. Curious Comics, thank you so much. It means the world.
Thank you.
Crypto Crib says testing ground of the world, Africa. Absolutely. 21 Olympus says perfect. And information. Oh, there's another just schmoozing thing over there. All right. So, guys,
Songbird, a good investment.
Oh, is Songbird? I'm sorry. Information. I thought that was a scam thing. I apologize.
No, Songbird is
I apologize. Information Uncover. Thank you so much for joining us. Hit like and subscribe. Is Songbird a good investment, Tammy? What do you think?
I mean, I have Songbird. I don't have as much as I used to have. Because once Flare went live with F assets, I took my Songbird and converted it into Flare so that I'd have more Flare to play around with. And also Songbird does let you delegate. You can do the same thing you can wrap your Songbird and delegate it also. I do have some of that. But there's more talk about Flare itself than Songbird. Songbird's more of what they call the Canary network. It's more of a testing area for the Flare company, basically. But you can get Songbird. Sometimes the price of Songbird goes up, but not as much as Flare. It's really the focus is on Flare, guys.
Good question.
That's my feeling too.
Big Watcher says Africa is a cross-border payment gold mine. Absolutely. And Mr. Dennis says, you guys are amazing. Mr. Dennis, thank you so much. We appreciate you so much being here. Again, if we're doing things and you like, this is not a hype channel. This is about listening and learning together. We're learning every day new things. Tammy being an amazing asset to this beautiful show. We love and appreciate you so much. So many people are learning. It's overwhelming though. It's a lot. It's a lot for everybody to
You have to research. Yeah.
Fun Bro says
Watch as many videos as you can. That's my recommendation.
Fun Bro says you guys should consider doing a live show on X. We actually are on X on live, and it's under my name, under David Lamel on X. It also might be under my real estate name under Team Powerhouse, but we are live on X right now every week, twice a week, Mondays and Thursdays. Curious Comics says, I like that XLM burned half their supply in being one of the first DTCC is using next year. Like buying XRP for 15 cents. At 100% facts, Curious Comics. That's a great, great coin to buy. You definitely, again, it's not financial advice, but you definitely should load up on XLM. If you're not listening and learning what's going on. The DTCC is all in on XLM and Canton for that matter too. Another great coin.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how these coins are staying so low at this point, but it's going to happen. Boom. Crypto Cribs says, stay away from the hype channels and get wrecked. That won't happen here. Brother, thank you so much, man. It's all about, again, we are trying to listen and learn together. We are here Mondays and Thursdays, approximately 5:30. We love being a part of your lives. We appreciate you being a part of ours. You guys share information that we've never heard before. If there's things you want us to talk about, don't hesitate to reach out. I always put my cell phone number out there. I'll do it again, 203-671-7062. If there's something you want to know about or us to talk about, let us know. Send me a text, and I'll do the best we can and do some research and getting the smartest people involved, like Tammy, who's brilliant on this whole Flare.
Thank you, Tammy.
And we're learning so much from you. We appreciate it.
You're welcome, guys.
Absolutely.
I want people to make money.
Amen and hallelujah. We are stronger together all day long.
Yeah.
Curious Comics says Flare and Zebic are great penny coins. More hope in Flare, but I hope Zebic takes off over the payroll market. And let me tell you something, Curious Comics, I'm with you on that Zebic. I love it. I actually bought some more last week when it was down like a half of what I paid for it before. And,
yeah, me
you know,
too.
it's funny, like the best time to buy, when's the best time to buy any investment? When it's up or it's down? When it's down. That's the time.
Blood in the streets.
Blood in the streets, right? Like great was it the Doors? The Doors said, "Blood in the streets of the It's New Haven, right? New Haven, the blood in the streets. That's the time to do it. When blood is in the streets, the fear, the best time to buy. Oh, I like that. When the fear is high, the best time to buy.
Right, I'm going to start throwing away the balls now. You ready? This tells us that we're over with the show.
You might cringe.
Gen2 guy says you're pronouncing it wrong. Help me out. Let me spell it. Let me say it correctly. Please help me out. Crypto Crib says, David, get learning how to copy and paste so I can show the doubters all the evidence of what's coming. Crypto Cribs, let me invite you onto the show, brother. Because
Crypto Cribs.
We want Crypto Cribs on the show. If you want Crypto Cribs to join us on the show,
yes.
Let us know we want Crypto Cribs on the show here.
I can't but I'm raising my hand. Yes, please.
Yes, because the guy's full of knowledge.
He's super smart. Yes.
And if he doesn't want to show his face,
you could put a mask on. You could put a mask on. And
I'm gonna show mine. It's only fair. Come on, Crypto Cribs.
But you don't know what he looks like yet, Tammy.
Doesn't matter. Everybody's beautiful.
Gento guy says, how much is considered a decent bag of XRP? You know, that's the $1 million question.
That's a good point, Bob. A lot of people like that.
It's $1 million question. That's exactly right, Tammy. As much as you can continue to buy without and be able to pay your bills, of course. But the more you buy, whether it's set it and forget it, or you just continue buying every week, that's the key. The key is to build that bag up. Is 1,000, is 2,000, is 3,000, is 5,000, is 10,000 enough? It will be enough when XRP hits a certain dollar amount. What does that mean to you in your life? So if XRP hits $10, right, and you own 10,000 XRP, is that enough, right? If you need to make X amount of money per month, because the whole plan is not to sell your XRP, it's to hold it and then borrow against it.
Zach is saying, why does anybody hold XRP if it doesn't generate revenue through the coin? That's exactly what this whole podcast has been about.
Flare is about. Right.
That's exactly what Flare has been about.
That's what the Flare Network is about, how to consider wrapping, investing, minting, delegating, and so much more. Crypto Crib says, I will send David a pic now. Oh, you're going to send me a pic. I love it. I love it.
Come on, how bad can it be, Crypto Cribs? Stop.
All right, here he comes.
Ah, there you go.
Crypto
He looks very English.
He looks very
English.
very serious with his soccer jersey. I think he's a good looking dude. All I need to do is see you smile, buddy. That's knowledge right there. I see the knowledge. We could show a picture of you, but I won't do it without your permission. Crypto Cribs, we need you. We need you on the show. It would be awesome to have you. Gento guy says, I don't think 10,000 is enough. You need at least a couple of 100,000 XRP. Listen, that's a goal. And I appreciate you sending it, buddy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great. If you want Crypto Cribs on the show, let's set it up. Let's make it happen, Crypto Cribs. Give us the thumbs up, and we'll bring you on for Thursday's show. How about that?
Hey, if he's coming to America,
when he's
we
here,
can have him live here.
When he's here in the show, when he comes here, that would be awesome to have him right in the studio with us.
Stick him right in between the two of you.
Oh,
oh no, I'll even drop out that day. I'll sit at the end and I'll throw paper balls at him.
That is Crypto Cribs right there.
No, he looks like Jason the Killer. You got to bring it in closer.
He needs a smile. That is Crypto Cribs.
I can't see
I
it.
love it. You can't see it?
No.
There you go, Tammy. Take a look now.
No, it's flashing.
There it is. There it is.
Oh yeah, he needs to come on.
You got to come on, buddy. There you are.
He looks very serious.
Very serious. Why is it doing that?
It's because where you're showing it.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's the same problem I have with trying to show stuff. I see him. Yeah, he's very serious.
Crypto Cribs. Gotta get you on the show on Thursday's show. Gento guy says we are more likely to get a $2 by 2027 or 200. I'm gonna say this. I don't know about 200, but I'll say to you definitely more than $2 by 2027. I'm gonna say to you by end of year we're breaking, I don't know, 13. How about that for a number? Mike hates when I do this, but
I won't do it.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
I won't do it either.
It'll be very interesting what happens. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us on the show today.
Thanks,
TikTok,
guys.
thanks for being here.
Thank you,
Tammy.
Tammy.
We love and appreciate
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
It's all about knowing about Flair, listening and learning together. Fun Bro says $100 this year. I love it, Fun Bro.
Oh, I wish.
Amen.
I can retire.
I just want to see it hit 13. It's my lucky number 13. Not even for any other reason, just to see what happens. It would be a nice number.
Dave, the crazy part is 13 is my lucky number also.
Is that right? I love number 13. My son was born on the 13th.
So was my daughter.
Is that right? It's a beautiful number.
Friday the 13th. Yes.
Friday the 13th. There's a lot of reasons for 13 being a great number. All right, guys. Thursday's show is going to be exciting. I think we're going to get Crypto Cribs on the show.
Yay!
And we're excited about that opportunity.
Did he say yes?
We're gonna have to reel him in here because this guy's full of knowledge and it's great. Daniel James just jumped in over here live saying $20 by end of the year. I'm loving it. And Rich is saying why. And Crypto Cribs has given us a thumbs up. He's joining us on Thursday's show. I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. We will see you Thursday. It's gonna be an exciting show. Much love to you all. Thank you for being here. Tammy, thank you again. We look forward to having you again on the show as well.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Night, everybody.
Have a wonderful night. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you guys, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.